girlfriend cheated on me with her friend's brother, and her friends defended her, while my family and friends hated her. I never thought I'd be sharing my personal hell on Reddit, but here we are. The title says it all, but the details are where things get juicy. So, I'm Tristan, and my girlfriend Zoe and I had been together for 3 years. We met in college and hit it off instantly. She was smart, funny, and drop-dead gorgeous. Everything was going great until it all came crashing down. It all started one fateful Saturday evening. Zoe had been acting weird for a few weeks, always on her phone, giggling at texts, and spending more time out with her friends than with me. I didn't think much of it because I trusted her. Hell, I thought I was just being paranoid. Then came that evening. We had planned a cozy movie night at her place. I got there a bit early to surprise her with her favorite pizza. When I knocked on her door, no one answered. Weird, but I figured she might be in the shower or something. I used my spare key and let myself in. As soon as I stepped inside, I heard hushed voices from her bedroom. My heart sank. I tiptoed closer, and that's when I heard Zoe's unmistakable laugh. The problem? There was a guy's voice in there with her. My blood boiled. I barged in and found Zoe in bed with Lee, her friend's brother. They looked like deer caught in headlights. I lost it. I threw the pizza box across the room and started yelling, "What the actual fuck, Zoe?" I screamed. Zoe scrambled to cover herself while Lee just sat there, looking like the useless piece of shit he was. I wanted to punch his face in, but I knew it wouldn't solve anything. Tristan! It's not what it looks like, Zoe stammered. Really? Because it looks like you're screwing your friend's brother. She had no excuse. She just sat there, looking guilty as to sin. I stormed out of there, slamming the door behind me, and drove home in a rage. The next few days were a blur. I was angry, heartbroken, and confused. How could she do this to me? I told my best friend, Gavin, about what happened. He was furious on my behalf. Man, fuck her, Gavin said. You don't deserve this shit. Let's go out, get wasted, and forget about her. I agreed. We hit the bars hard that night, and I drowned my sorrows in shots of tequila. But no amount of alcohol could erase the image of Zoe and Lee from my mind. The following week, I got a call from Zoe. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity got the better of me. Tristan, we need to talk, she said, her voice shaky. Talk? There's nothing to talk about, Zoe. You cheated on me, I replied coldly. Please, Tristan, can we meet up? I need to explain. Against my better judgment, I agreed to meet her at a local coffee shop. When I got there, Zoe looked like a mess. Her eyes were red and puffy, and she was fidgeting nervously. I'm sorry, Tristan, she began. I know I fucked up. I don't know why I did it. I was just feeling disconnected, I guess. And Lee was there, and it just happened. That's your excuse? You were feeling disconnected? That's bullshit, Zoe. I know, but I love you, Tristan. I want to make this work. Please, give me another chance. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. She actually thought that I'd take her back after what she did? But a part of me still loved her. Despite everything, I wanted to believe that she could change. I need time to think, I said finally. Zoe nodded, tears streaming down her face. Take all the time you need. I'll do anything to make it right. As I was mulling over what to do, I started hearing from Zoe's friends. They were all defending her, saying it was just a mistake, that she was really sorry and that I should forgive her. You don't understand, Tristan, one of her friends, Emma, said. Zoe loves you. She just made a stupid mistake. Don't throw away 3 years over one slip-up. Are you kidding me? I snapped. She slept with someone else. That's not a slip-up. That's a deliberate choice. But they kept coming. Texts, calls, even random encounters at parties where they'd corner me and plead Zoe's case. It was infuriating. It felt like they were ganging up on me, trying to guilt-trip me into taking her back. Meanwhile, my own friends and family had a very different reaction. My mom was livid when she found out. She did what? Mom exclaimed. Tristan, you deserve better than that. Don't you dare take her back. Gavin was also firmly in my corner. She showed you who she really is, man. Don't be an idiot. Move on. I was torn. On one hand, I had Zoe and her friends begging for forgiveness, and on the other, my family and friends telling me to run. It was driving me insane. I needed to clear my head, so I decided to take a weekend trip to the mountains, alone. Up in the mountains, I had a lot of time to think. The fresh air and solitude helped clear my mind. I went on long hikes, sat by the lake, and just let myself be. No distractions, no pressure. One evening, as I was watching the sunset, it hit me. Zoe's actions weren't just a mistake. They were a betrayal. She had broken my trust in the worst possible way, and no matter how much I loved her, I couldn't ignore that. I realized that taking her back would mean constantly doubting her, always wondering if she was being faithful. That's no way to live. I deserved someone who would love me and only me, someone who wouldn't make me feel like shit. When I got back, I called Zoe and told her we needed to talk. We met at a park this time, somewhere neutral. Zoe, I've thought about it a lot, I began, and I can't do it. I can't be with someone I can't trust. I'm sorry, but we're done. She broke down, sobbing. Tristan, please, I'll do anything. Just give me another chance. I can't, Zoe. This isn't just about what you did. It's about who you are, and I can't be with someone who would do that to me. She cried and begged, but my mind was made up. I walked away, feeling a strange mix of sadness and relief. It was over. Breaking up with Zoe was the hardest thing I've ever done, but it was also the best decision I've ever made. The weeks that followed were tough. I missed her, of course, but each day got a little easier. I leaned on my friends and family a lot. Gavin dragged me out to bars and parties, and my mom cooked me enough food to last a lifetime. Slowly, I started to feel like myself again. One night, a few months later, I was out with Gavin when I met someone new. Her name was Emily, and she was everything Zoe wasn't. She was kind, honest, and made me laugh like I hadn't in a long time. We hit it off instantly. I won't say it was love at first sight, but it was damn close. Emily and I started dating, and for the first time in a long time, I felt truly happy. She helped me see that what Zoe and I had wasn't real love. Real love is built on trust and respect, and Zoe had shattered both. As for Zoe, I heard she moved away not long after our breakup. Her friends eventually stopped trying to defend her, and life went on. You know what? Looking back, I'm grateful for what happened. It taught me to value myself and not settle for less than I deserve, and it led me to Emily, who showed me what real love is all about. So that's my story. It's a wild one, but it has a happy ending. If you're ever in a similar situation, remember this. You deserve someone who loves you for you and would never betray your trust. Don't settle for anything less.